the starting lineups for game number 2. For Kent State, leading off and batting first and playing right field will be number 4, Kennedy Goff. Batting second, playing second base is number 3, Sabrina Kirschner. The center fielder, number 2, Brooklyn Witt, will hit third, with batting fourth, playing first base is number 15, Megan Turner. The designated player, Chloe Cruz, number 24, will bat fifth. Catching today and batting sixth is number 18, Carly Sally. Batting seventh, playing left field, is number 9, Alexis Tomby. Batting eighth, playing third base is number 16, Olivia Soborlini. And batting ninth, playing shortstop, is number 1, Julia Mazinet. Starting pitcher in game number 2 for Kent State is number 30, Gabby Sherman. And then it's the starting lineups for the Bowling Green State University Falcons. Leading off, playing center field, is number 15, Greta Lesperance. Batting second, playing right field, is number 3, Marley McNulty. And batting third, playing shortstop, is number 7, Sammy B. Batting fourth and playing first base is number 00, Nikki Sorgi. Catching and batting fifth is number 30, Evelyn Loyola. Batting sixth, playing second base, number 10, Peyton Douglas. Batting seventh, the designated player, number 21, Emma Miller. Batting eighth, playing third base, number 13, Sarah Gonzalez. And batting ninth, playing left field, is number 18, Michaela Dees. The starting pitcher in game number 2 for Bowling Green is number 11, Peyton Gottschall.
Welcome into Meserve Field in Bowling Green, Ohio, where we're in Game 2 of the Sunday doubleheader between the Bowling Green Falcons and the Kent State Golden Flashes. Game number 1 saw Kent State take the win 2-1 on a 2-run double in the third inning. And, of course, for the Falcons, getting a RBI single from Evelyn Loyola in the fourth inning. And then they weren't able to close it out into that fourth. A little bit surprising, we're seeing Peyton Gottschall back out on the mound to pitch in this second game. In the first game, she pitched 115 pitches thrown. So we'll see how this goes. Of course, Gottschall, like we said last game, doesn't use the fastballs often. Going to be more of those off-speed pitches, especially after the game she just had. So leading off number 4, Katie Goth for the Flashes on ball number 1. Just catches it on that outside line. 1-1. Just past Gonzalez, but the throw is just in time. So that'll be out number 1. Catch made by 00, Nikki Sorgi at first base. From a great move from the shortstop, number 7, Sammy Dees. Able to get right behind Gonzalez and pick it up.
Next up here, second baseman, number 3, Sabrina Kirschner.
So number 3, Sabrina Kirschner, the second baseman, will come up to bat. Just outside, ball 1. Grabs the tip of it, but sends it way out of there off that left side. 1-1. Trying to get a hand on it. Couldn't get it to go, though. Goes back a little bit more power, so a little bit deeper, though. Still out on that left side. 1-2 with 1 out. 2-2 on a weird slider there. Cruz Gottschall trying to use a lot of these. We saw it a lot in the late game of the first game, and now coming into this game, trying the same thing. Tries to send it back down into that outside corner, one of the favorite spots for her from the first game. Just able to grab a hold of it was Kirschner. Sends it right back out that left side. Another foul. Count stays 2-2. That one follows their baseline. Just called foul out in the outfield. Left fielder Michaela D is trying to get under it, just barely too far back, just out of reach. That's going to be called just outside there. Full count now, 3-2. So not exactly the way you want to start if you're a Gottschall here. Ending a high-pitched count game and getting a lot of pitches here just on the second batter. That one goes foul as well. Kirschner still waiting for that pitch that she wants. And she's going to force Gottschall to give it to her. Sends it deep into center. Lesbron's trying to reach for a diving catch. Couldn't make it. Throw just barely not in time, as they'll be rewarded a double for Kirschner, as she's now in scoring position with number 2, Brooklyn Witt, the center fielder, coming up to bat.
Next up is the center fielder number 2, Brooklyn Witt.
Just inside, finding that top corner. Strike one. Goes for the same spot and gets it. Strike number 2. Oh, and 2 is the count. Kent State fans are not liking that call, though. That one gets just away from her, 1-2. 1 out, 1 player in on second. We move forward in the top of the first. Ball 2, almost calling the check swing. So we go 2-2 now. Full count once again for Gottschall. So looks like she has to re-find that outside barrier. That's going to be ball number 4 called. So we got 2 runners now, 1 on first, 1 on second. So now number 15, Megan Turner, the first baseman, comes up.
Now batting, here's the first baseman, number 15, Megan Turner.
Sends it inside, but just barely able to get a hand on it. Puts it right past third base line on a foul. 0-1. Gonna call that one a little high there. 1-1. Inside that corner there, ball 2. 2-1 now. Gotchel throwing a lot of pitches this first inning. Still only 1 out. Three one now, just outside. She's just loaded up the bases on another walk. So time's going to be called as Loyola's going to go out and have a quick chat with her pitcher. Like we said, Gotcho last game throwing 113 pitches. And now the pitches are just adding up. As you can see, pitcher getting a little bit tired here. Now number 24, Chloe Cruz, the designated hitter, going to step up. Just inside, strike number 1. Goes for the other corner and gets that one as well. 0-2 with 1 out, bases loaded. That's going to be ball 1 as it goes right on outside there. On an awkward curve. So 1-2. Catches her swinging, she's out. So 2 outs, bases still loaded. Is now number 18, Carly Selly, the catcher, going to step up. Ball right over the bat, just like you want it. Strike 1. Puts it in that outside corner, but they're going to call it just barely outside. One and one, with 2 outs and bases loaded. It's the foul on that, sending it straight back behind her, 1 and 2. Just a little high, ball 2. 2 and 2 is the count. 2 outs, bases loaded. And catches her swing in. Gotchel getting herself out of a tight situation there. With bases loaded, able to get the 3rd out. So we move into the bottom of the 1st. We're tied at 0. Welcome back to Meserve Field in Bowling Green, Ohio, where the BGSU Falcons are taking on the Kent State Golden Flashes. Currently at the bottom of the 1st, we are tied at 0 in Game 2 of their Sunday doubleheader. Leading off for the Falcons is number 15, Greta Lasperance, the center fielder. Comes first pitch, sent down just outside. Or actually, they're going to call that just inside off that corner there. Strike 1. Of course, getting the switch on a new pitcher, number 30, Gabby Sherman, for the Flashes. She goes for the same spot. That time going to be called foul, or as a ball. So 1 and 1 is the count. It's a hit. Ball sent right on over the first baseman. She goes for second. Makes it there on a fielding error. So a good move by Greta Lasperance. Able to see the error by Turner. So now a runner in scoring position as Marley McNulty, number 3, the right fielder, comes up to bat.
Now batting right fielder number 3, Marlene McNulty.
Ball 1 on that outside. So a little bit of confusion there on the field. It looked like on that bunt, McNulty thought it landed foul. But I believe she's going to be out on that because that hit the line, picked up, and tagged her. Lesperance should be moving to third. Looks like Lesperance going back. I believe they're going to call a foul on that one, making it 1-1. It's a weird ball. I mean, didn't look like it rolled at all, but they're going to say it kind of rolled out of bounds there. And she'll try again. It's going to be strike 2, though. So 1-2 now. McNulty gets set up once again. Sit right on past the shortstop. Takes a sacrifice single, but gets Lesperance on to third. So now the Falcons looking at number 7. Sammy D is the shortstop to bring Greta Lesperance home. Falcons with 1 out as they move forward.
And then for the Falcons, here's shortstop number 7, Sammy D.
Right down the center, strike 1. Little low, 1-1. Just outside, 2-1. Gets a handle on it, sends it deep left field. Going to be caught out, but does bring Lesperance home for the Falcons to get on the board first. So Falcons 2 outs now, but in the lead with 1. As now number 00, Nikki Sorgi, the first baseman, steps up to bat.
Next up for the Falcons, here's first baseman number 00, Nikki Sorgi.
Ball 1 just a little low and away there. That one inside for ball 2. That one straight down the center. 2-1 with 2 outs. No one on base. Sends it right back into the pitcher. But going to be able to make it to first base off of an awkward bounce off the leg of the pitcher. So 2 outs and a runner on first. Number 30, Evelyn Loyola, the catcher, steps up to bat.
Catcher number 30, Evelyn Loyola.
Strike one on that outside corner. Gets it right past the first baseman, sent deep into the outfield. So both runners advance. Now you got a runner on first and a runner in second in scoring position. Is now number 10, Peyton Dolis, the second baseman, will step up to try to bring him home.
Next up for the Falcons, your second baseman number 10, Peyton Dolis.
Strike one just inside. Then they go for the other side, but puts it too far out. 1-1. To hit on that one right into the shortstop, and that's going to be an out on second for Loyola. So that will end the first inning with the Falcons leading by 1 right here on WBGU.
At the end of one complete, it's Bowling Green 1 and Kent State 0.
Welcome back to Meserve Field in Game 2 of the Sunday doubleheader between the BGSU Falcons and the Kent State Golden Flashes. Currently at the top of the second, the Falcons lead 1-0. And leading off for the Flashes is number 9, Alex Tauby, the left fielder. Straight down the center, Tauby going out. There's shortstop Sammy Dees, runs right into foul territory, makes the catch. That's out number 1. Now number 16, Olivia Soborlini, third baseman, steps up. Sends that one deep into center field. As left fielder Michaela Dees moves up to pick that one up. So 2 outs right away in this second inning, as number 1 Julia Mazinek, the shortstop, comes up to have her shot. Just outside, ball 1. Since that one deep, just barely going foul. That one curved the other way. That one would have been gone. But instead, we're at a 1-1 count with 2 outs. Sends that one down center field. And there's Greta Lasperance with easy catch there. 1, 2, 3, 3 up, 3 down. In the top of the second, we retire to the bottom. Falcons lead 1-0 over the Kent State Golden Flashes. Welcome back to Meserve Field in Bowling Green, Ohio, where we're in Game 2 of the Sunday doubleheader. Currently at the bottom of the second inning, the Falcons lead 1-0 over the Kent State Golden Flashes. So leading off is number 21, Emma Miller, the designated hitter. Straight down the center from Sherman. Puts it on strike number 1. Catches her swing and floats right on over. Nice curveball from Sherman, 0-2. Tries to catch her swinging on that outside corner, doesn't get it to go though, 1-2. Sends it right into the hands of the second baseman. Then right over to number 15, Megan Turner, the first baseman, for out number 1. So we go back. no, now we have number 13, Sarah Gonzalez, the third baseman.
His third baseman, number 13, Sarah Gonzalez.
That's going to be a pop fly right down into right field, caught by right fielder, number 4, Katie Goth. So out number 2, as now number 18, Michaela Dees will try her hand at it.
And set for the Falcons, we have left fielder number 18, Michaela Dees.
Strike one called on that outside corner. Little low there, ball 1. Count 1-1 with 2 outs. Falcons lead 1-0. Keeps it on that outside corner, gets strike number 2. Throw is just barely in time, so that's going to be a 3-up, 3-down complete inning for both sides as BG leads 1-0. We'll be right back here on WBGU. Welcome back to Meserve Field here in Bowling Green, Ohio, where the BGSU Falcons are taking on the Kent State Golden Flashes. Currently, the Falcons lead 1-0 at the top of the third. As leading off for the Flashes, it's going to be number 4, Katie Goth, the right fielder.
And to lead off for Kent State in the top of the third, here is the right fielder, number 4, Kennedy Goff.
Quick hit down the third base line, just falling in foul territory. So 0-1 will be the count. As we get set back up. It's strike number 2 there, right down the center. 0-2, no outs. Keeps it right down the third base line. See some of the players looking to try to see if it'll go foul. Decided not to. So then couldn't get the throw in time. So now you got a runner on first.
Next up is the second baseman, number 3, Sabrina Kirschner.
Number 3, Sabrina Kirschner, the second baseman, steps up now. Sends it right foul, bouncing right next to the third base. 0-1. Takes a couple swings and steps inside the box and gets set. Just outside, no swing called, 1-1. Gets the tip of the bat on it, but ball falls straight down, 1-2. Tries that outside corner that she likes so much once again. But able to get a hand on it, sends it foul. Count stays 1-2. Runner still on first. Sends it right on back into center field. There's Lesperance just kind of getting it tipped up over to second baseman Dolis. Not in time, though, as we now have a runner on second and first. And we move forward in the lineup with number 2, Brooklyn Witt, the center fielder.
Now batting is the center fielder, number 2, Brooklyn Witt.
Gets that outside corner once again, 0-1. Thinks about the bump, but decides against it as the ball goes just outside there, 1-1. Little low, 2-1. That time able to get a hold of it, sends it straight on up and back. 2-2. That one just outside as well, full count. So that one sends it right into the pitcher. She's going to get the throw right in time to first base, Nikki Sorgi. That'll be out number 1. But the other 2 runners did advance, and now you got a runner on third and second with number 15, Megan Turner, the first baseman, stepping up to bat. Time called, though, as head coach Sarah Willis going to go ahead and have a quick talk with Gottschall. There is a pitcher being warmed up in the bullpen, so we might be looking at an option here of bringing one of them out. Of course, Gottschall doing a lot better than early in this game than she did last game. Only at about 40 pitches right now compared to where she was when she in the first game, where she was about 70 pitches at this point.
Next up is the first baseman, number 15, Megan Turner.
So Megan Turner steps inside now and gets set. Just a little low. Not going to call a swing. He checks with the second base umpire. And so it'll be ball number 1. That time sends it straight back behind her into the net, 1-1. 1 out, runners on third and second. Sends it just inside, ball 2. That time able to get a handle on it. Third baseman Sarah Gonzalez trying to dive for it, ends up diving almost directly into the dugout, but can't make the catch. 2-2. Curves it right on over the bat. There's going to be out number 2. As we look for one more with runners on third and second. As pinch hitter number 20, Emily Lippy, is going to come in for the Golden Flashes.
Pitch hitting for Kent State is number 20, Emily Lippy.
Sends that one out and foul, 0-1. as the Flashes continue to try to build up the pitch count for Pangacho. Gacho trying the other side, just a little bit too far though. 1-1. Tries that inside corner once again. Just a little late on the hit though was Lippy, as she sends that one out into foul territory on that left side. 1-2. Sends that one straight up and back. That one goes the other way though. Count stays 1-2. Swing not called. They're going to call it ball number 2, so 2-2. Just outside, full count now. That one goes foul, as she sent it straight down into the dirt. So count stays the same. That one almost really taking her head off there. She swung for it though, so it'll still be called foul. Of course, head coach Eric Oakley gonna go ahead and take a look at her real quick. Looks like they're calling out the athletic trainer. Of course, Pangacho right now is at, for the in total for today, about 160 for the pitches thrown. That's for both games, not just today, not just this one. So with that, while she's getting checked out, we will take a quick break, and we'll be right back here on WBGU. Welcome back to Meserve Field in Bowling Green, Ohio, where the BG Falcons are taking on the Kent State Golden Flashes. So coming back up to the plate to hit in place of their pinch hitter is going to be number 24, Chloe Cruz, on a full count with 2 outs. And that will retire the top of the third. Falcons lead 1-0. We'll be right back.
And so for Kent State in the top of the third, no runs, 2 hits, 2 runners remaining on base. As we move to the bottom of the third, it's still Bowling Green 1, Kent State 0.
Welcome back to Meserve Field in Bowling Green, Ohio, where the BGSU Falcons are taking on the Kent State Golden Flashes. At the bottom of the third, the Falcons lead 1-0 over the Flashes. As leading off, we move back to the top with number 15, Greta Lesperance, the center fielder. Just outside, ball 1. Gets a hit into center field. Bounces just on the edge of it. So that'll be a nice little single for Lesperance. Her second single of the game.
Now then, here's right fielder number 3, Marley McNulty.
So number 3, Marley McNulty, the right fielder, will step up once again, her second time at bat. Wasn't able to get anything, but there's a stolen base by Greta Lesperance. She gets it and will get the time to actually stand up. So 0-1 is the count, no outs, runner on second. It's a sacrifice bunt to get Lesperance on to third. Is now up to bat will be number 7, Sammy Dees, the shortstop. Last time up, getting an RBI single. Looking to do the same.
Now batting for the Falcons, it's shortstop number 7, Sammy Dees.
She's going to get hit and just sent off to first. So instead we got number 00, Nikki Sorgi, the first baseman, who last time today got a single back in the first inning. And when you have fast innings like that, they just meld together with the long ones.
Now batting, here's first baseman number 00, Olivia Soborlini.
There's strike one called down the center. Tries to do the same thing, but can't. Will send it right into the shortstop's hand. And there's the throw right in time off to first base. She's going to be out. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Is now number 30, the catcher, Evelyn Loyola, steps up.
Next up for the Falcons, it's catcher number 30, Evelyn Loyola.
Just outside, ball one. Sends it right into the hands of the second baseman. She's out, but not in time for L'Esperance to get up to home plate. So she leaves third base and second base stranded at the end of the third inning. Falcons still lead 1-0 as we move into the fourth. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Meserve Field in Bowling Green, Ohio, where the BGSU Falcons are taking on the Kent State Golden Flashes. Currently, the Falcons lead 1-0, as leading off for the Flashes, number 18, Carly Sell. The catcher sends it deep into center. Gonna get a quick single for her. Yeah. Now stepping up, number 9, Alexis Tauby, the left fielder. Sends it just inside. Strike one. Payne Gottschall up to 65 pitches thrown in this game alone. Sends that one up and into the corner. And that'll be fouled right on out. 0-2. That one just outside. 1-2. That one flies high. Count stays the same. It's another foul out there. 1-2 is the count. Runner on first, no outs. Sends it right into the hands of the second baseman. Double play. So 2 outs. It's a great move there by the Falcons, able to get that one.
Now batting is the third baseman, number 16, Olivia Soborlini.
Number 16, Olivia Soborlini, the third baseman, steps up. No one on base, 2 outs. She'll get strike number 1 on that outside corner. Catches her swinging right down the center. 0-2. That one just a little high, 1-2. Tried to pull Soborlini out just a little bit. Decided against it, gets the first ball. Sends it up and around. Count stays the same. Sends it just past the shortstop. There's left fielder going to just try to get it to second to stop him at first. So now with 2 outs and a runner on first, here comes number 1, Julia Mazonik, the shortstop.
Now batting is the shortstop, number 1, Julia Mazonik.
Just outside, ball 1. Still trying to work with that slider. The outside barrier, though, just a little bit tighter on this ump. Sends it just barely foul off that first base line. 1-1. They get set back up. Here's the pitch. Was it just inside? That's going to be ball number 2. Time called. Smelzernick will take a couple more swings. She then steps into the box. Sends it right into the hands. Second baseman tagged out. And that will do it for the top of the 4th. So we move to the bottom of the 4th with the Falcons still leading 1-0. Welcome back to Meserve Field in Bowling Green, Ohio, where the BGSU Falcons are taking on the Kent State Golden Flashes. Bottom of the 4th, the Falcons lead 1-0. As leading off is number 10, Peyton Dolis, the second baseman. Fastball straight down the center, fair ball called, so she's going to go to first, thinks about second, decides against it. So we'll get a quick little single there for Peyton Dolis. Now number 21, Emma Miller, the designated hitter today, will step up. Just barely gets tip of the bat on that one. 0-1. It's a sacrifice bunt. We'll get Dolis to second. So 1 out. Runner in scoring position is on number 13, Sarah Gonzalez. The third baseman will step up.
Next up for the Falcons, we have third baseman number 13, Sarah Gonzalez.
Just under the bat there, strike one. Just outside, 1-1, runner on second. Thought about stealing, decided against it, has to rush back to the base. Catches her swinging on that. 1-2 with one out, runner on second. Sends it right in the hands of the second baseman. 2 outs, runner on third now. Another sacrifice single. Keeps moving the Falcons forward. Now number 18, Michaela Dees, left fielder, will step up.
For the Falcons, it's left fielder number 18, Michaela Dees.
Just outside, that's going to be ball one. Shoots it up and out, 1-1. That one inside, just a little bit too much, almost hit her. 2-1. Straight down the center, 2-2. Just outside, full count. Sends that one out and foul down that left side. Count stays the same, still 2 outs, runner on third. And they're going to call that one out, so she leaves them stranded on third as we end the fourth. As we move into the fifth, the Falcons still lead 1-0 over the Golden Flashes. Welcome back to Meserve Field in Bowling Green, Ohio, where your BGSU Falcons are taking on the Kent State Golden Flashes. Top of the 5th inning, Falcons lead 1-0. As we're back to the top of the batting order with number 4, Kennedy Goth, the right fielder. Strike one off that right corner. Ball one just outside. 1-1. Pangachel now up to 81 pitches in this game alone. Strike two. Caught her on the swing. Just outside, 2-2 on that curve. Full count. Catches the tip of the bat on that curve and sends it out of play once again. So we stay at 3-2. And Pangachel getting closer and closer to 200 pitches for today. Right back at her. She's going to put it right to Sorgi, and that's going to be out number one. So 1 out as number 3, Sabrina Kirschner, the second baseman, steps up to bat.
Now batting is the second baseman, number 3, Sabrina Kirschner.
Ball one just outside. Catches strike one back in that corner that she loves so much today. Sends it down the line, but it curves just off into foul territory. 1-2. Sends it down, but just a little high. Didn't get the drop that she wanted. 2-2. Sends it just past Gonzalez, trying to get the throw from the shortstop over to Sorgi, just couldn't get it in time. So now we got a runner on first with 1 out. So now number 2, Brooklyn Witt, the center fielder, will come up to bat.
This will be the center fielder number 2, Brooklyn Witt.
Sends that one straight up and into the hands of Sammy Dees. There's out number 2. Just a great move by Sammy Dees, as it looked like Gonzalez getting lost in the sun. Goes the wrong way. Dees able to get right on behind her and pick it up. So number 15, Megan Turner, the first baseman, will step up to try to take her hand at the bat. That one low and away, ball 1. Tries to keep it on that outside corner, just still a little too far out though. Ball number 2. Able to find that outside corner for strike 1. Trying to work with that slider a little bit. She starts to rein it in. Tries to go the other way, and they're going to steal second. So able to get second now. Now you got a runner in scoring position. Count 2-1, or 3-1. With 2 outs. There's strike 2, full count. And just a great snag by Sammy Dees once again. And I think that's something we're going to see as this game continues. If Peyton Gottschall continues in this game, going to have to rely more on her infielders and outfielders. So as we move into the bottom of the 5th, the Falcons still lead 1-0.
Now pitching for Kent State.
Welcome back to Meserve Field in Bowling Green, Ohio, where the BGSU Falcons are taking on Kent State Golden Flashes. Falcons lead 1-0, where we move back to the top of the lineup with number 15, Greta L'Esperance, the center fielder. Strike one called as the Flashes move back with pitcher from the first game, number 12, Jessica LeBeau. Strike two, right down the center with that fastball. 0-2. That's going to be ball number one just outside there. 1-2. And that's going to be strike number 3. So we'll switch it up over to now number 3, Marley McNulty, the right fielder.
Next up for the Falcons is right fielder number 3, Marley McNulty.
Sends it down that third base line into foul territory, 0-1. Still trying to find that outside corner, 1-1. Little too low there, 2-1. And we talked last game about the fastballs that LeBeau was able to throw. Now trying to switch it up with a little bit of some off-speed stuff. Just can't find the zone there as we now go 3-1 on a curveball. Since that one foul is left fielder Alexis Tauby trying to race after it. Can't get to it in time though as we go to a full count, 3-2. High fly and foul. Multiple players running after it, but it was on the other side of the fence, so unable to get to it. We stay at 3-2. Since that one just inside, that's going to be a walk for McNulty. So 1 out, 1 runner on first. As now number 7, Sammy Dees, the shortstop, steps up.
Next up for Bowling Green, here's shortstop number 7, Sammy Dees.
Sammy Dees, of course, having the RBI single that brought Greta L'Esperance home in the first inning. Just too high, ball 1. Catches her swinging on that one, 1-1. Got the outside corner, strike 2. Catches the tip of it, sends it out to the right into foul territory. Count stays the same. Sends it straight into the hands of the shortstop. They got him at second. Try to go for the double play. Just barely going to be safe, though, at first. So 2 outs. Runner on first is now number 00. Nikki Sorgi steps up to play.
And batting is the first baseman, number 00, Nikki Sorgi.
High and away, ball 1. Right inside, 1-1. Caught her swinging on the reach. 1-2. With 2 outs, runner on first. Catches the tip of it, sends it straight on back. Count stays 1-2. Little high, ball 2. Still trying to figure out that curve for her, as she's just not able to get it to drop enough by the time it makes it to the plate. Sends it right down the center, but goes right on down the foul ball area down third base line. Sends it straight on back with another foul, 2-2. Still 2 outs and a runner on first. Gets it straight on back into center field. Second baseman's there with the catch. There's out number 3, and that will retire the 5th inning. As we move into the top of the 6th, the Falcons still lead 1-0 over the Kent State Flashes.
It's still Bowling Green 1 in Kent State 0.
Welcome back to Meserve Field in Bowling Green, Ohio, where the BGSU Falcons are taking on the Kent State Golden Flashes. Currently, the Falcons lead 1-0 as pinch hitter number 8, Alexandria Whitmore, steps up to bat. Shallow bunt goes foul as number 13, third baseman Sarah Gonzalez trying to run after it, just couldn't get to it in time. Gets a hit right into left field. Picked up, sent over to second to Holder at first. So a quick little play there for Whitmore.
Next up is the catcher, number 18, Carly Selly.
As number 18, Carly Selly, the catcher, steps up. No outs, one runner on first. Whitmore almost caught in a bad situation there. Able to pull it back to first base just in time. Sacrifice bunt gets Whitmore to second. With one out now.
Now batting is the left fielder, number 9, Alexis Talley.
Number 9, Alexis Taubey, the left fielder, steps up. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another sacrifice hit here from Taubey, trying to get anything to push this into either extra or get it at least tied back up between the Flashes and the Falcons. As first one comes in just right in that corner where she likes it on that outside. Gets strike number 1. Sends that one deep into left field. But there's Michaela Dees with the catch. Out number 2. Now number 16, Olivia Soborlini, the third baseman, steps up.
Now batting is the third baseman, number 16, Olivia Soborlini.
Up and away, ball number 1. Nice backdoor curve there, just trying to get him to pull a little bit away, force him to swing. Throws that one low, ball 2. It's that one right on that inside corner, 2-1. Swing not called, 3-1 on outside, ball 3. Pulls it up and right behind her. Full count with 2 outs and a runner on second. Top of the 6th, Falcons lead 1-0. Gottschall looking to close it out. Sends it deep into center, but there's Greta Losbrons with the catch, and that'll end the top of the 6th. As we move into the bottom, the Falcons lead 1-0. We'll be right back.
Moving into the bottom of the 6th, it's still Bowling Green 1, Kent State 0.
Welcome back to Meserve Field in Bowling Green, Ohio, where your BGSU Falcons are taking on the Kent State Golden Flashes. At the bottom of the 6th, the Falcons lead 1-0.
Here is the catcher number 30, Evelyn Loyola.
Leading off for the Falcons is going to be number 30, Evelyn Loyola, the catcher. Down and inside for ball number 1. Gets the outside corner for strike 1. So 1-1. Sends it up and behind her for foul. 1-2. Of course, Falcons looking to at least get one more point this inning to put a little bit of a gap as they'll go into the last guaranteed inning of today. Sends it down the third base line, just rolling out of bounds. 1-2 is the count. Sends it up and back. Trying to go towards the press box there. Sides curve at the last second, though. Count still 1-2. Sends that one back the same exact way off the top of the bat. Trying to force LeBeau to throw the pitch she wants. Just outside, 2-2. straight on back into center. There's the second baseman able to just grab a hold of it. Out number 1. So now number 10, Peyton Dolis, the second baseman, will step up, try to get something for the Falcons.
Now batting is the second baseman, number 10, Peyton Douglas.
Sends it foul. Catcher Sell trying to run for it. Unable to get it in time, though, so it'll be 0-1 with 1 out. High and inside, ball 1. Sends it right back into the hands of LeBeau. So she'll hold on to that and get out number 2. I mean, you could just see it on Dolis' kind of whole demeanor as she ran for first. Knew it was over. Not what you want to do. So, instead, we'll see number 21, Emma Miller, the designated hitter, take her shot at it. Gets first one just outside, ball 1. Catches her swinging for the second, gets 1-1. Little high, ball 2. So 2-1 is the count with 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th, the Falcons lead 1-0. There's strike 2 just on that outside corner. And catches her swinging for strike number 3 and out number 3. So we'll move into the 7th inning with the Falcons leading 1-0.
It is still Bowling Green 1 and Kent State 0.
Welcome back to Meserve Field in Bowling Green, Ohio, where the Falcons are facing off against the Golden Flashes from Kent State. Top of the 7th, Falcons lead 1-0. Leading off is number 1, Julia Musnick, the shortstop. So the Falcons are looking to close out this game here. Send it just outside, ball 1. Sends it straight up and back for a foul, 1-1. Just barely outside, 2-1. Puts it right on that inside corner, but just a little low, 3-1. There's strike number 2, bring it up to a full count. Sends it right into the hands of second baseman, over to Nikki Sorgi, who's going to get the first out of the inning. So now we move back to the top of the batting order for number 4, Kennedy Goth, the right fielder. Ball 1 just outside. You know, when it comes a little bit to these later innings like we are in now, and especially for Gottschall, who's been playing and pitched the entirety of the last game as well, you kind of have to rely a little bit more on your infield and your outfield players rather than trying to strike them out. As she sends that one just outside as well, getting ball number 2. Still trying to fight with that outside corner there. Ball number 3. They're 3-0. Finally finds that outside corner to get strike number 1. Catches the swing, but the throw not in time. They're going to call foul on that, making it a full count. So 3-2, 1 out, no runners on base. As she fouls ball right down the lane. Throw not in time though, so 1 out, 1 runner on base as we move forward with number 3, Sabrina Kirschner, the second baseman.
Now batting is the second baseman, number 3, Sabrina Kirschner.
Sends it up and foul. Still working with that outside corner there. 0-1. Just a little outside, 1-1. Sends it down the third base line, just barely going out, and curves right on over that fence. So you had the left fielder, Michaela Dees, really chasing after it. Just couldn't get over the fence. 1-2. With 1 out and a runner on first. That one going foul off the left side once again. Still trying to get the batter to reach. As she sends it to the same spot. And the batter as well, sending it to the same spot, foul. Count still 1-2. 1 out, runner on first. Falcons a lead. 1-0 at the top of the 7th. Just outside, 2-2. Gets a hold of it, but sends it deep, foul once again. Sabrina Kirschner is the batter. Katie Goth is the person on first. And Payne Goschel, about 230 pitches thrown today. As she sends it foul once again with that full count, 2-2. Finally sends it into play and going to be out at first. So it'll be out number 2 with a runner on second. as we see some actual movement on the field. Good sacrifice single. And we'll put Brooklyn Witt in for the Flashes center fielder. There's ball number 1, high and away. There's strike 1 down in that outside corner. 1-1. Tries to go for the top corner once again. Can't get it to fall though. Ball 2. Sends it down that third base line, just foul in the corner. So 2-2 now. As Michaela Deeds really chasing that down, just couldn't get there in time. Just off the tip of the bat, right behind her. Count still 2-2. 2 outs, runner on second. Sends it down and inside. It'll be ball number 3. So full count. Sends that one foul off the left side once again. Flash is only down by 1, so trying to fight for that point. Gets it up once again. Sends it into center field. There's the throw. And they got the tag. That will end it for the Falcons and the Flashes. The Falcons gonna win it 1-0. Hayden Gutschel, gotta give a shout out to you. 142 pitches today between both games. So very good showing by starting pitcher Peyton Gotchel. So make sure to join us next weekend when the Falcons will take on the Rockets once again to make up for that game that had to be canceled halfway through last weekend because of snow. So that will do it for us here on WBGU, but I'd like to take a quick minute just to thank the people here at WBGU who helped me out to get this broadcast going. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and Ziggy Zumba.
It's Bowling Green 1 and Kent State 0. Thank you, everybody, for your attendance and today's game. In accordance with MAC protocols, at this time, we do need, though, to ask everybody do so outside the confines